Chapter 96. The dragon ring shows its might. Gu Hai then flipped his hand and took out a golden yuan bao. Watch where this yuan bao lands and jump to the place where this yuan bao disappears, Gu Hai said. With that, he threw the yuan bao into the dead chess game. Long Wanqing, the two servants watched the position and instantly jumped over, their figure swaying and entering the world of the chess game. In the blink of an eye, the three of them condensed 3 black chess detachments and floated above the chessboard. The three jumped into the dead chess world, but the countless cultivators in the outside world were revealing a bewildered look at the moment. What are Gu Hai and the others doing? How come they're playing a good game of raw chess and went to play dead chess? Yes, dead chess is obviously a certain death situation. Why did that first-grade hallmaster suddenly jump in? Why didn't he continue to play life? Countless cultivators' eyes were filled with incomprehension. In this countless group of cultivators, under a large tree on a mountain peak, there was a black and white-robed figure standing at the moment, but it was the Enshengren who had arrived a long time ago. The Enshengren looked at the chess game in the distance and was silent for a while. Gu Hai's chess power. Elder chess watcher, you are considered to have a successor, but unfortunately, it seems that he is not that enthusiastic about your inheritance. Heh, the unseen man was in the midst of a cold laugh. Watching Long Wanqing enter the dead chess game, the unliving man did not care. Long Wanqing, the daughter of a girl, who exactly is your father? This bastard, allowing the girl to be wrongfully killed for so many years. HMPH. There was a chill in the Enshengren's tone. On top of the giant transparent peony, Gu Hai stood beside the living chess game, looking at the dead chess game far away, his eyes slightly narrowed. Righteous father, although you explained to the hallmaster to guard against Li Haoran, but I feel that the hallmaster might not have listened. Gu Qin worriedly said. Gu Hai nodded and said, I know, but there are some things that I can just point out. She's trapped. Although smart, there are times when it's just a blind spot. Intelligence and emotional intelligence are not the same. The fact that she's like this means she's more emotional than rational. It's useless to say too much. We can only let her experience it herself. But, in that case, Gu Qin worried, looking at the living chess piece, and then at the dead chess piece, not far away, he said, You wait here. I'll fetch the other golden chess. Another one. Is there another one? Gu Qin was surprised. It's the one that Fu Blood had earlier. The one that manipulated the transparent chess pieces, Gu Hai explained. Ah, wasn't that crushed by Wei Yong? Gu Qin said unexpectedly. Past, present, future. As long as the present is real, then the present has always existed. Gu Hai shook his head and said. Gu Qin revealed bewilderment. Instead, Gu Hai stepped and steeply jumped over. Wow. The clamor in the outside world became even louder. Gu Hai, he's crazy. Didn't he win the life game? How come he jumped into the dead chess again? Countless cultivators in the outside world revealed a look of extreme puzzlement. Some cultivators tried to jump into the living chess area, hoping to come in and pick the fruits left behind by Gu Hai. Swoosh! Steeply, just after jumping onto the giant peony, they were instantly sucked into the dead chess region. No, why? It's not fair. Those cultivators instantly roared in despair. Why can't they enter the living chess area? Being sucked into the dead chess game again. The only way to go in was to be killed by Meng Tai. Gu Qin stared at the place where Gu Hai had disappeared, but it was the place of the transparent chess pieces that Gu Hai jumped towards and immediately condensed a transparent chess piece. Your Honor went to the place of transparent chess pieces. There's only injured for blood there, and more than 30,000 demonized people are. An evil subordinate behind Gu Qin said blankly. Who are you? Gu Hai jumped into the deadly chess game and indeed felt a tremor around his body, as if he was parting with something. When he looked up, it was a transparent chess piece floating on top of the board, with a golden silk thread vaguely connected to himself. Boom! Steeply, Gu Hai fell into a valley. The earth below was transparent, and just like the outside world, the earth dragon vein and the inheritance of the 8-colored peony could be seen suppressing the earth below, and the earth was slightly cracked, while the surrounding area was a world of mountains and rivers in general. The place where Gu Hai fell was a super huge valley. On the peaks outside the valley, there were some cultivators standing as if they were blocking the valley crowd from going out, while the Gu Hai was surrounded by more than 30,000 demonized people, each with a hideous face and a host of snake heads on their heads amidst their teeth and claws. This valley is the transparent chess area surrounded by black and white pieces. Gu Hai's eyes narrowed slightly. Who are you? You're Gu Hai. Why did you come in as well? Did Gu Hai lose the raw chess game as well? The crowd of demonized people discovered Gu Hai and immediately surrounded him. I feel Gu Hai's heart beating. His heart and liver must be delicious. A demonized man had a hideous look on his face. Damn, somehow got here. Demonized by the beginning. Still don't know if we can get out. Don't care about anything anyway. Eat him. Eat him. The surrounding demonized people surrounded them, their faces showing hideous colors. It's not certain who will eat who. Gu Hai revealed a cold smile. Between his probing hands, a blood knife appeared above his left hand, while his right hand slowly reached out to his ribs. Bare. From within his body, he pulled out the absolute life blade. For a moment, a rolling black aura enveloped the Gu Hai. The scene of pulling out the ribs as a blade caused the demonized people, who surged in to hesitate, at their feet, revealing a look of shock. Ribs, ribs, a demonized man said in surprise. Gu Hai twisted his head to look at the crowd of demonized people in the valley and said with a gloomy face, instead of dying in a great formation, you should die by my hand. As he spoke, Gu Hai stamped his feet and rushed towards the encircling demonized people with a loud bang. The blood knife gushed out rolling power straight into Gu Hai's body, and Gu Hai's power was instantly pushed to the power of the Yuanying realm. As for the demonized people here, nearly all of them were at the Jindan realm and innate realm. The difference was too great. It was simply not Gu Hai's opponent. Bear. Under the powerful speed, the absolute life blade turned its eyes to show its hideous scene. And the moment it cut through the demonized person's skin, countless small skeletons swarmed in the rolling black mist. Ah, ghosts. He's eating people with that blade. Don't eat me. Save me. Patriarch, help. Rolling black aura enveloped Gu Hai, who instantly killed in all directions, in a place where demonized people gathered, quickly running around, in the midst of the rampant massacre. This group of demonized people, after escaping, also took pleasure in eating people. Gu Hai didn't show any mercy at all, ferociously killing them. Anyone who was enveloped by the black aura turned their eyes and let out a miserable sound. When the black aura passed by, a pile of withered bones were immediately left behind. Looking at the face of the group of demonized people changed. In an instant, attacking and defending different positions, under Gu Hai's absolute strength. In the midst of rapid slaughter, in the twinkling of an eye, there were 100 demonized people killed. Gu Hai's butcher's knife continued to fight on. When the crowd of demonized people saw the black mist, they immediately turned their heads in fear and ran. However, Gu Hai's power was at its peak at the moment. With the help of the blood knife, it was impossible to escape. It was just the difference between dying early and dying late. Kill. Where the absolute life blade passed, there was a field of withered bones. The black mist rolled and swooped towards the place where the valley's demonized people gathered. With the power of one man, Gu Hai chased down tens of thousands of demonized people. Patriarch, help, Patriarch, ah. It's Gu Hai, help, it's Gu Hai. Gu Hai, I'm a Peony sect disciple. We're all Peony sect disciples. We have no grievances with you. Gu Hai, you dare to kill me. Ah. Miserable cries spread throughout the entire valley. Panic also instantly spread in all directions. In a corner of the valley, A group of demonist people surrounded the blood-covered Fu Blood in the center. Fu Blood was in the middle of tempering, and the crowd of demonist people were guarding him. Suddenly, the sound of screams came from the distance, and the faces of the group of demonist people changed. Fu Blood in the middle of his mediation suddenly opened his eyes. A cold light flashed in his eyes. "Patriarch, it's the Gu Hai. It's staging that scene from the Song Armor sect," a demonist man said with an ugly face. A black mist area was seen in the distance, pouncing on the four directions of demonist people at a rapid pace, and wherever it went, there was a field of withered bones. That terrifying killing speed made Fu Blood's face sink as he watched. "It's Gu Hai again." Fu Blood's face was gloomy. This wasn't the first time that he had feuded with Gu Hai. At the mouth of the Song Jia clan, outside the ancient mansion, Fu Blood hadn't taken advantage of it. HMPH, Fu Blood let out a cold snort. Slowly, he stood up and stamped his feet. Fu Blood steeply rushed straight towards the Gu Hai. This time, Fu Blood was prepared to take a one-strike kill, not wanting to talk much nonsense with Gu Hai at all, in order to prevent falling for Gu Hai's bait again. Boom! As if a cannonball had blasted its way in, it reached the black mist area in an instant, and a claw blasted towards Gu Hai in the black mist. Arm! A claw grabbed out, but it was in the shape of a dragon's claw, as if it was capable of breaking through everything to instantly tear Gu Hai apart. "Fu Blood, been waiting for you for a long time." Gu Hai steeply laughed out loud. Buzz, steeply, a dazzling golden light shot out from the black mist. A golden ring flew out at once and crashed into the dragon's claw with a loud bang. Boom! With a loud bang, the dragon claw shattered apart, as if the golden light on the golden ring had the power to specifically ablate the dragon claw. This is, Fu Blood's face changed. The dragon fixing ring, a magic treasure specialized in dealing with the dragon race. Gu Hai sneered. "Impossible. What cultivation level do you have? Are you able to sacrifice the dragon fixing ring?" Fu Blood exclaimed. "When I poured in my true essence, I realized that it's just the 28 heaven and earth vertical and horizontal grand formation inside. This grand formation, I'm familiar with it. When my true essence goes along with the grand formation in a circle, this dragon fixing ring will do whatever I want it to do." Gu Hai laughed out loud in the black mist. As he spoke, the fixed dragon ring steeply enlarged and rose, blossoming with dazzling golden light, and set towards Fu Blood. No. Knowing how to play chess is terrific. Why or? Fu Blood turned his head and ran in terror. The fixed dragon ring, however, instantly skyrocketed in speed and blasted onto Fu Blood's body. Boom ang! Fu Blood let out a roar and was instantly smashed out of his body by the powerful force of the fixed dragon ring, transforming into a 500-foot gigantic auger dragon. Buzz! The dragon fixing ring seemed to have the power of 10,000 pounds, as if it were a mountain, suppressing Fu Blood. No, bastard. How could there be a magic treasure that specifically targets the dragon race? The dragon roared as it struggled to rise, its body trembling as if it wanted to break away from the dragon fixing ring. However, the dragon fixing ring was a magic treasure refined by the elder of chess observation. Its power was naturally terrifying and abnormal, and Fu Blood had a hard time moving for a while. "Kill Gu Hai for me. All of you make a move. Kill Gu Hai for me. Exhaust him to death. Whoever dares not to go, I'll take his life." The Jiaolong was in the midst of a hideous roar. The crowd of demonist people immediately pounced towards Gu Hai in the black mist area.